Welcome back, Locker Room Talk, also known as the LRT Nation. Today we got a special video. We're going to be doing live reaction. Fortunately, we had some technical difficulties and firework difficulties. I don't know what they're doing in the middle of March, throwing fireworks over here, but we had to start this live reaction late. We're 20 minutes into this Mexico-Panama game, and it's 1-0. What a crazy goal by Raul Jimenez, but also what a mistake by that keeper, man.
It happens, man. It's life.
Not if you're a pro athlete, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's just, it should not happen. That mistake should not happen.
But they're human, though, bro. So, I mean, it's going to happen. It's going to eventually happen at some point.
You're right. That's why I love sports, because we're human. People make mistakes, and that makes controversy. But that being said, we got youth, college, and pro stuff for you for anything that's just soccer related. With that being said, here we go.
Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like.
Let's start off with the college atmosphere before we hit on the youth, because the youth will tie in with the pro. Let's go with the college atmosphere, college athletes, college coaches, college school, anything college related. Because again, you're a high school senior about to go into college. You just signed. You just signed to a D1 JUCO. Let's go with your thought. How do you feel?
It feels good, like, knowing that I was able to get looked at by colleges, knowing that, like, the talent that I have isn't getting passed up.
Right.
And, I just, like, thankful for the opportunity that Hill College is giving me, especially Coach Ivan. It's amazing opportunity, and I'm forever grateful for that.
No, I agree. Not many athletes get to reach the college level. And the thing with it that a lot of people don't understand is, and I'm gonna hit a little bit on the youth sports. You're paying $35,000 to $5,000 to get your team, to get your kid playing at a high level soccer. I know athletes that are maybe paying $500 to $1,000, and they're already signed to a college. So before we hit on that, again, that's just the youth side. But before we hit on, the reason I bring that up is because there's maybe about a good handful of people that are going to reach that college level status. Because, again, you got international players, you have local players, you have people in the U.S. You're going to get scouted from everybody in the world. And if you don't believe me, Artega Dantes from Chile, who got scouted to come play here in the U.S. to play college. That just tells you there's kids all over the world that are wanting the opportunity. And the moment that opportunity reaches, you got to take it.
For sure. You got to be grateful for it. Be thankful.
Yeah, and it's like I told the tech guy, you guys are lucky. Yeah, why? There's so much opportunity now in the college level to go pro. And it's not just NCAA D1, D2, D3, NAI, NCCAA, or even JUCO. All those, you have an opportunity to go pro. Back when I was in school, back in like the 2019 to 2022, it was only, you got to reach D1 to go to the MLS next draft. And then on top of that, and back in 2022 is when it started, where they started introducing Kings League. They started introducing more pro indoor. Pro indoor grew out of nowhere. It got crazy big. So now you got an opportunity to go pro and indoor. You got an opportunity to try out for Kings League. You got an opportunity to do like the TST $1 million tournament and get showcased. The USL now, you got promotions and you got relegations. They're growing. So again, you have so many opportunities to go.
Dude, if you really think about it now, soccer in the U.S. is gonna have 4 leagues now.
Yeah.
You're gonna have the MLS, regular MLS, MLS Next Pro, USL, the USL Championship, I think it is.
There's gonna be a lot of leagues. Basically, like I'm saying, now there's gonna be a more opportunity in your pathway once you reach the college level. And the good thing is, if you sign to a JUCO, you don't lose 2 years of eligibility. You get to keep them. That's huge. Why? Because now NCAA schools, NCCA schools, NAIA schools, you're gonna get a developed college player with experience now. With experience.
With high level experience.
But now here's the catch. Right? Now here's the catch with that. It goes back to what I said. You're paying $35,000 to $5,000. Not only are you competing with these players, but now you got to compete with the athletes that already got redshirted, who are maybe going to get dropped down to JUCO.
Yep.
Right. So yes, now you have more of an opportunity. Now you got more pathways, but now there's more competition. You know, and I mean, hitting the college level, college experience and stuff, it's a good opportunity for you to grow, not as a player, but also as an athlete. And spring games are just as important. And
For sure.
I'm hitting this one just for the athletes. I had a coach who told me, "You have the upper hand. You're here. Bust your ass. The freshmen that are coming in, the guys we just recruited, they're not here yet. You're here. Right? It'll suck for one of them to come take your spot because you didn't work or bust your ass in spring games."
Mm-hmm.
All right, a lot of people think, well, spring games is an opportunity. You know, I'm gonna just play a couple games. No, it's an opportunity for you to stay, to earn a spot, or keep your spot.
Yep.
You know. Oh, wait. Ooh. That's something Jimenez.
Yeah.
Sheesh. All right, but back what we were saying. You know, it's an opportunity for you to keep your spot, earn a spot, or you're gone.
Or even just get looked at in general, radar.
Yeah. I mean, if you're in a JUCO and you play NCAA schools, this is a good chance for you to get looked at. You
Mm-hmm.
play NAI schools, good chance for you to get looked at. You play NCCAA schools, it's a good chance for you to get looked at. So again, spring games are important, but it's also not just about the games, it's about the season. The season itself, the trainings. Are you preparing your body? Are you sleeping right? Are you taking care? Are you dedicated in the aspect of, okay, I'm here, I'm going to bust my ass because I need to go pro. A lot of people say I want to go pro. A lot of people say I want to do this, but what are you doing in order to reach this level?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's just me, you know, talking about this soccer life, you know, college athletes. What are you doing for yourself to prepare yourself to reach that next level? You're
For
missing
sure.
practices. You got excuses.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to perform in games because now you just miss A, B, and C trainings. You know, and I've seen it in all levels where athletes themselves keep saying, "I want to go pro. I want to transfer out. I want to do this." I've seen it. I played the game. I've been around it. I have friends who go to college and they just lose focus.
Yep.
You know, and it goes back to what I said. The reason I bring this up is because it's not about what you do during season. It's about what you do after season.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the stuff ain't gonna be given to you. This isn't, hey, here. Which I'm gonna hit on. You know, again, it's a soccer topic. So all we're gonna do is talk about soccer. If you don't know it, this is a good episode for you to actually tune in, listen, cause you'll be shocked at how crazy soccer is on just the soccer world in general. You know, and I mean, anything else you want to add to that?
No, I think you're hitting every point.
You know, college coaches, and it goes back. The reason I bring up the college coaches because now this is gonna tie into the youth. The opportunity of college coaches to grow and go up the ladder, it's crazy.
Yep.
You know, because again, I know coaches that haven't gotten an opportunity to go NCAA D1 who deserve a shot to go NCAA D1.
For sure.
It's just same thing as a player. You know, same thing as a player. You know what? It's very hard. It's very difficult because of your resume.
Mm-hmm.
About who you know, what you know, and in reality, it's about who you know.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and now this is gonna tie in with the youth sports, club ball. You know, to me, club ball is great. It's amazing. It's a good tool to get to that level, to that college level or pro level.
Yeah. Especially nowadays with academies, you know, it's gonna get you somewhere.
Yeah, you know, but here's the thing. I know kids as well who aren't playing MLS Next, who aren't playing with these academies, who deserve a chance to go pro. Because I've seen them play against MLS Next kids, and they outperformed them.
Mm-hmm.
They outperformed him. But again, it goes back to what Ibrahimovic said once, Hope Solo said once. It's all about the money. It's all about the money, and it's all about who you know.
Yep.
You know, and I've seen it. I've lived it. There's so much opportunity out there, so many kids out there who should deserve a chance to try out, who deserve a chance to get at least one type of eyes on them. you know, in the U.S., everything you got to pay for. Every tryout, semi-pro, USL,
Oh,
MLS,
literally,
you got to pay.
literally.
Our tech guy was actually looking to go to a tryout, and it was $150.
Yeah, that's crazy.
$150 only for 2 days. Are we right, Dante? Right, 2 days. It was only 2 days. Right now, I'm not saying okay. Maybe you shouldn't be able to. It shouldn't be paid. You okay, cool. Maybe, but if you maybe make it reasonable, let's say you get 60 kids out there, you charge $40. You're still gonna be making something. You're still gonna make something. The reason I bring this up is I went to Mexico to go try out. Not a single dime, not a single dollar. And this was for the Division Two, like Liga Expansión. Not a single dollar. But then again, you got to understand. There's sponsors, there's stuff like that out there. And to me, is what are you really trying to get out of it? I know there's people that charge this much, and not even choose a single player.
Yep.
And some of those players, like I said, those $150, they probably worked for that money, just to go and not even get a fair shot, or not even get a fair look at, not even get a fair chance.
I know a lot of teams that just do it, like just to charge the money, or hold the tryout just to hold the tryout.
No, exactly, and it goes back to what I said. I know there's a kid out there who's playing MLS next, baller. He hasn't even got an offer.
It's crazy.
And he starts. And then I know another kid who came from Spain. He's playing already at a high level, top tier level over there. Comes over here, and they're playing him in ECNL in the ECNL team. It's not even the ECNL high one. ECNL RL. Top tier Spain kid. Playing in ECNL RL. See, and it goes back to what I said. A lot of people ask me, do you think Mbappe would have probably what if Mbappe would have played here? Jokingly, what if Mbappe would have grew up in the States? I don't know. You never know. You never know.
I don't know. It would have been hard to tell.
Yeah, you would. I mean, it's real chaotic in the youth sports world. And it goes back to what I said, and I'm gonna hit on it. You're paying $3,000 to $5,000.
And that's not including travel or nothing. That's just straight team fee.
Yeah.
That's not including jerseys. That's not including traveling. That's not including how much you spend going to practice and bag gas, maybe late night food like after practice, water, everything.
And you see, and I wouldn't mind paying that. I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
But if it included more stuff,
if he could guarantee me an offer.
Or exposure, at least, like great exposure, not just exposure, because anybody could get you exposure, but nobody could get you great exposure.
Yeah, and that's where you got to pick. There's that margin again of top tier teams. There's a margin. It's the top tier teams, and it's maybe about that big.
Yep.
Right, that big. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because when I played in the youth, I was able to play in the top tier team in that margin, and we were able to get the most exposure as possible. And if I'm not mistaken, I think our whole team got an offer. Our whole team signed to a college.
Well, yeah, bro, y'all were number 3 in the nation.
But aside of that, I know a couple other people that were paying the same amount of money I was, and didn't even get looked at, didn't even get a single offer.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so it goes back to what I said. You gotta find those specific teams, and you gotta risk yourself and go out there for a tryout, or figure out who knows and will have connections. I'm not saying much about our club or anything like that, but I'll bring it up. We don't charge as much, and most of our boys are already getting offers. They're getting offers, and we're not charging as much. So again, it goes back to you either got to go to that high tier level, or you just got to go with someone that knows people. It's all about either you have money, or who do you know. And you got to get lucky. You have to get lucky.
Yep.
And not everybody has the opportunity to kind of like the Dallas Cup. Dallas Cup, one of the best tournaments for youth sports. Youth sports, one of the best tournaments out there. And that tournament itself speaks for it. Top tier teams. There's top tier teams in that level.
Almost every single team, or every single team is a top tier team there.
Yeah, ballers.
For sure. Every single one.
You know, and I think to hit on independent clubs and big clubs. It's in the big clubs, you have the opportunity to start here, and they might send you to this team. And clubs and individual clubs, you have the opportunity to start with your team, and they're gonna focus on trying to build you guys up.
Yep.
You know, and I think that's where these two collide. You know, and the reason I bring that up is because, again, I know a couple of individual teams that have beat these big clubs. And it's just a lot of crashing, a lot of colliding with parents saying, well, I'm paying this much. Why we're losing to this team?
Yep.
Why this whatever, and we're losing to this individual team. You know, and it goes back to in Dallas Cup, I know a couple teams that have entered that were individual teams and that have performed. And then after that, a big club comes in and then they buy that team. But then once they buy that team gets separated because they start mixing them in and sending them to all their different teams that they have in that club, right? So again, it's a lot of mixing emotions. You know, a lot of business.
Yeah.
That's what you want to call it, a lot of business that a lot of people don't understand and don't know. And you know, the reason I bring this up because we're getting a lot of followers. We're getting there, and most of them are a lot of soccer athletes, of course. And this is for you guys, you know, listen and just pay attention to. You know, you guys got to realize that it's sometimes it's not just all about the talent, and that sucks. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Sometimes it's about, like I said, who you know and how much money you got.
Yep.
You know, and also how much of a sacrifice are you willing to make? And it's not just you, but also your family, your parents, or whoever's your guardian. How much sacrifice are they willing to make?
For sure. Yep.
And not just with the youth, but also on the college level. And that goes back to what I say, you know, it's all about a mindset and the dedication you have in order to reach all those levels and all those goals. You know, but all this ties in with the pro side, because we're going to hit on the CONCACAF first. As we're watching this game with the Mexico-Panama, it's pretty good. I ain't going to lie. They're hitting each other pretty hard. They're going back and forth. But it sucks that we can't see U.S. in the finals against Mexico. So my question to you, Chucky, would be, do you think coaching is a problem for the U.S., or is it the players themselves?
At this point, I think it's the players, you know. Coaching, they have, I don't know how to say his name. I think it's like Pochettino or something like that.
Yeah.
Coached big clubs, won trophies, achieved a lot in his coaching career. And he coached the U.S., all of a sudden he can't even win. Or not even win, but go to a finals in the Nations League. He's going against Panama. He's going against Canada. He's going against Mexico.
I'm saying.
Like, you're coaching big teams, winning big teams. So at that point, it has to be the players. Not even so much talent, because the U.S. has great talent sometimes.
No, they do.
But it's also how much they want it, and I feel like they don't want it. It's like so much about daddy's money, who daddy knows.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because remember that time when Gio Reyna didn't play and he was on the bench and his parents emailed the coach, and that's why they sacked him.
Yeah,
that was one of the reasons why they sacked him. And then but it goes back to, you know, speaking with a great coach that I know. He's pretty good coach. Coached me, you know, he's a great coach, great trainer, great person, and he actually was the one that asked this, and, you know, his input, you know, was players that play for the U.S. go back to their club teams where they have to perform for their money, and they show out and do more than when they're playing for the national team. And I 100% agree with him. Why? It's your country. Represent it. Leave it all out there.
Yep.
Leave it all out there. You're playing for the badge, not for the name that's on the back. You're playing for what's in the front. You know, you're playing for what's in the front. People are paying to go watch you. And if you guys see, you know, it's kind of like this game. You know, if you've seen this game right now, Mexico versus Panama, they're leaving all out there. They're going at each other. They're going back to back. They're going hard. And to me, the thing that sucks about the USA right now is they don't got to play for a spot in the World Cup. Mexico doesn't. Canada doesn't. All those three teams are in.
But two out of those three teams are at least leave it out.
Yeah, you know, and it goes back to what I said, you know, you got LeBron James of LeBron James of soccer, Pulisic. You gonna tell me he sucks?
No.
No, he's a baller.
Yep.
You know, you got Tim Weah. You know, you got
Bro's just
players.
fast.
Adams, McKinney, you know, Dest.
Yeah.
You know, you got a couple players that oh
Oh my gosh.
goodness,
Luis.
Malagon.
I had
Malagon. And we're gonna hit on Malagon later because we have a question about America. But back to this. Back to Malagon.
It's tough.
No, but back to this the USA topic. You have players that don't even get invited. Person I played with and throughout the youth and stuff, seeing him grow as a player and stuff. Brian Reynolds, he's an athlete. Why don't we give him another chance as a right back? You know, and I know for a fact if you give him a chance, he'll probably try and leave it all out there because again, there's not many times you get an opportunity like that. Not many times you get an opportunity like that, you know.
Mm-hmm. Even when he did play with the national team, he left it out there. He was
did.
trying his hardest. He was doing what he was able to do for the team.
Even when he was on the bench and when USA won, he ran over there. He didn't care. You know, he's there for the team. He's there for the country. You know, you got people maybe like Gio Reyna's on the bench now. I wonder what's gonna happen there, but he should be playing. He's pretty good too. He's pretty good as well. You got, I don't know his name, but Berlanga. You know, I don't know. He's a striker. And then, unless you're gonna tell me Pepe's a big piece missing.
Hey, when he did play,
He is a goal scorer, but even at that, to me, it's no more. It's not about coaching no more. It's not about coaches. It's about the players. You got to find a passion for the country. You got to find a passion for your club team. If not, it's gonna be a long World Cup. It's gonna be a long World Cup for your U.S. if they don't step it up. And the reason I say that is because I'm a Mexico fan. But again, I like watching U.S. play. They're not that bad. But Mexico for a while,
for the past like 6 years,
they just lost passion for the badge, and now you see them. Good example is Raul Jimenez. Raul Jimenez, whenever he scores or he's leaving all out there when he plays. He's throwing his body on the floor. He's putting his body in crazy situations. He's leaving all out there. Even when he scores, he celebrates. He's grabbing his shirt, pointing at the badge. He's doing so much other stuff. You know, and then you got players like Edson Alvarez who plays 90 minutes and leaves it all out there for his club and also for his country. And it's you know, it's just the fact that USA needs to step it up.
penalty.
We got a controversial call now in the game. Panama might get the payback that Mexico did in 2015 when the dude fell on the ball and they get him a PK. So now we're gonna see if Panama gets the PK here. But back to what we were saying. USA needs to step it up in the fact of Canada stepped it up.
Let me talk about Canada for like real quick. Canada, they were like really close to losing a lot of their players because of wage problems and everything. But no, all those players came back and said, pay me how much you can, you know, I'll play. They want to leave it for their badge. Like, for example, Fonsi, world class left back. But like, if it was for the money, like, that dude's not gonna be there. But no, he has passion for the game. That dude loves the game. Crazy good.
Now, you know, I'm glad you bring that up because Canada honestly just beat USA for third place. So is USA okay, and they're okay with getting fourth place in the CONCACAF. Not only is it the CONCACAF, but they played in U.S. soil. They played in California, and are we okay with fourth place? You know, I personally wouldn't be okay with it. Oh, but before we hit on to more stuff, let's see what the call is.
Japan.
Sorry, guys.
But do you give a card though? That's the thing.
Nah, you don't really give a card there. Not on that one, but you know, Mexico, Panama. Once again, before we move on from this topic, they're both teams are leaving all out there. Panama was never a team that people thought they'll be going either for first or second place.
Mm-hmm.
Never. It should either be Canada or U.S. You know, it sucks. It sucks, but yeah, that's what it should be. It should be that this game honestly should be USA Mexico. I just don't understand. I really don't understand, and you know, before we hit on more about that, you know, we got the UEFA Nations League and the World Cup qualifiers.
Hey. the GOAT,
But
Cristiano
the thing,
Ronaldo.
and the reason I bring those up already is because the U.S. has to play these teams in the World Cup.
Yeah, and when they but look at it though, like when they played them in the 2022 World Cup, they competed.
Yeah,
They
2022,
but they're playing with the same players.
and look how they're playing now. Kind of with the Mexico team. Look at 2018. We looked good. We look decent. We go into this 2022, and we look terrible.
Oh, but bro, that was
We
the
look
coach,
bad.
bro.
So again, it's a lot of stuff. You know, you got 4 years in between. Now you're here. This is the Nations League, CONCACAF. Luckily for US, they got the Gold Cup coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So now they got to perform there because, as you can see in the South American, the CONMEBOL, the 2026 World Cup qualifying teams is stacked.
Yeah, it is.
It's
It
stacked.
is. And especially now, it's 48 teams going in, so a lot of more South American teams are going.
And we're gonna pause it real quick with the live reaction of the PK.
Of course, straight down the middle.
I mean, he went down the middle. Can't really complain about that. But Paraguay, Chile. That was a must-win game for Chile.
But they lost.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate situation for Chile. Dante was telling us how Chile needed to win, and now they're basically out of the World Cup.
Yeah.
So right now, Chile's in a situation where they have to win. Yeah, now they got 3% of a chance of winning it to get to the World
Look,
Cup.
That
All
was
right,
missed.
3% chance of winning it before we get to the World Cup.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough because I mean they're in last place with 9 points. Right over his leg.
Right over his leg. But that's an unfortunate PK call. Bro, what? And then you got Brazil and Colombia, which Brazil beat Colombia. I don't see right now the way Brazil is going. I don't see any team beating Brazil right now. Maybe Argentina. Maybe, but other than that, I don't think Brazil has a talent to win it all or even go far in the World Cup.
Yeah.
You know, and then you have Peru, Bolivia. Peru is a sleeper team. Peru is a team that if you sleep on them, they're gonna win.
Oh yeah.
You know, they're gonna put goals. They're gonna carry. They're gonna do whatever it takes to win. And you got Ecuador and Venezuela. Those two teams are weird. Why? Because if you play at Ecuador or you play at Venezuela, it's very hard to win.
No, for
Their
sure.
fans are loud. Their fans are crazy, and they will leave it all out there for your
I
badge.
don't remember which stadium it was where the elevation is like really bad, where teams come off having to use oxygen masks.
I think it's Bolivia.
It's Bolivia.
Yeah, Bolivia. It's the elevation there is crazy. So if you gotta go play there,
You're
good
cooked.
luck.
You're
Yeah,
cooked.
good luck. And then you got Uruguay, Argentina. Argentina beat Uruguay 1-0, and that's without Laturo. It was without Dybala. It was without Messi. That just shows you the type of team Argentina still has. Still has. Able to beat a team of Uruguay. It's not bad.
Yeah,
Uruguay is a
Uruguay.
top team. It's a top team, and you're going there. So now, again, looking at this CONMEBOL, looking at the CONCACAF, where does USA, Canada, Mexico, and Panama stand at? You know, and it's not so much of... Bro, what was that pass? Killed him. He killed him. But watching this, and then watching the South American teams play, it's two different types of soccer. Like two different types of soccer.
This more technical than you got South American teams going hard at each other almost all game.
What's more technical?
I don't know. I think this.
No, bro. You see Argentina play, Brazil plays more technical. These dudes hit hard. These dudes are the ones that hit hard, as you can see. As you can see, these dudes hit hard. They play with passion. It's either the ball or you. You know. But then after that, we go on to the Nations League. You know, our Nations League was tough. The first round of group play, I think Dante has the scores, but in Nations League, the first round of group play, it was boring. Games were boring. He'll tell us right now the games, so we'll go ahead and talk about
The
them.
most boring game was Italy and Germany.
Italy and Germany was 3-3,
3-3.
and I think the aggregate,
Today?
yeah, but the aggregate was 5-4.
That's not bad then.
It's not a bad
Germany
game.
was up 3.
Yeah, it
3-0.
wasn't back in. Italy did what they had to do, and they almost came back. Yeah,
Hey, hold on. Handball.
Do we got another call right here? This could be a controversial call for Mexico. Are you gonna give it to him?
Probably not.
Nah, you said no. Let's play on. Let's play on.
Wait, let's see. Couldn't see.
If it was Messi, he would have got that call.
For sure.
But yeah, so Germany did what Liverpool did to Barca. They played that quick ball and got a
It
goal.
worked.
You got to go. It happens when you got to stay on your toes. You got to be ready and all times. Pay attention.
There was four players sleeping. Donnarumma was caught sleeping. He was probably 2 yards from his 6. Oh, hey, those refs are running off the field.
I mean, they have to, man. They give him a call. Mexican fans will eat them alive, man. They're crazy.
Yeah, but Italy players got to do better. You got to stay alert, especially at a high level. You're at the pro level and playing Nations League, playing for your nation, like we said. You got to stay alert. That's poor.
Yeah, and then we had Portugal versus Denmark.
Yeah.
That was a good game. It was 5-2. And we had, unfortunately, Cristiano Ronaldo missed a PK, but he made up for it. He got a goal. And then Portugal, once again, handles business. They were down. They lost the first game, and this second game, they just went crazy and won the game.
Yeah.
But even those two games, as much as they sound crazy, they weren't.
They were boring.
Because you had France versus Croatia.
Yeah.
Croatia won 2-0, I believe, in the first match.
Mm-hmm.
And then France just came back, and it was 2-0. It was 2-2 aggregate. They go to PKs, and both sides miss a couple PKs. They missed 5 PKs total. Yeah, I think France missed 2, and Croatia missed 3.
Right, I'd be damned if my team missed 2 PKs. I mean, no. I don't know what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I don't know either, but and that was a crazy game. But on top of that, there was another game that went to PKs.
Which one?
Spain versus Netherlands. And it was 3-3. And I think the aggregate was 5-5. 5-5 aggregate. Wonder Boy, Wonder Kid, Lamine Yamal, he missed a PK.
He missed his PK?
He missed his PK.
Yeah, but it's fine.
So
It happens.
he's young. Again, I think maybe, what would you say, the pressure got the best of him? He's 17 years old still. He's still growing as a player. Would you say the pressure got to him?
Probably, but I mean, people are probably going to be like, no, because, I mean, he's doing crazy stuff under so much pressure. But, I mean, it happens. It's part of the game.
It was a big moment, though.
Yeah, it happens.
You know, big moment.
He's
you
still
gotta
the
do
best
that.
player in the world.
To be
right
fair,
now.
though, he did score in overtime. He did score in overtime. You said he's what?
He's the best player in the world right now.
As a 17-year-old, yeah. I think he's been showing he's been playing like I said before. I don't think when he's been playing, Barca has struggled. And when he does play, Barca goes crazy. They go off. You know, and then you had Xavi Simmons came back and tied it, right? He tied it in extra time. It was off PK. Also PK.
So many pens today.
Yeah, they were giving pens left and right because even Spain scored a PK in the first half.
Damn.
Yeah. So there was just a lot of penalties. We just seen one right now.
Yeah.
And there was 3 pens during the game.
That's crazy.
Just the amount of PKs people are giving. It's like if I'm watching Messi play the World Cup. It's crazy. No, but, you know, far from all this club stuff, we're going to hit now the Club World Cup. Leon just got kicked out. I think it's time for America to take over.
Yeah.
And it goes back to, you know, I was talking to Dante. America is a back-to-back champion.
In Mexico.
3-peat. Last time when they played, they went to the finals and lost to Real Madrid in the finals in the Club World Cup. And they only lost 2-0.
Yep.
You know, when you go...
That's expected, though, so, I mean, it's like...
But no, they're expected to get killed.
Oh, yeah.
And it was only 2-0. And
But,
they played with the
expected
starters.
to lose, yeah.
Yeah, but you're expecting them to get killed.
Yeah.
And when you see these off-season, preseason games,
They're tying.
they're beating European teams, they're beating them, they're tying them, and it goes back to They're playing. They're trying to play the reserves. They're trying to play the bench. And when you see Spain teams play, some Spain teams or the Copa del Rey and stuff like that, they play their bench and reserves and they win games. And they try to do it against America, and they struggled. And that was with some of the starters on the lineup too.
It's a different type of passion, bro.
So I think America deserves the chance, and I'm not saying it because I'm an America fan, but they have ballers, they have players.
No, for sure, bro.
We're seeing it right now with Luis Malagon.
Yeah.
Seeing it with Malagon, we got Davila, we got Fidalgo, we got Henry Martin,
Chiquete.
Jonathan Dos Santos. We just got ballers. We got ballers everywhere in every position. And
I feel like our weakest point though is our back line.
no, our back line.
Our back line's nice.
Our back line is tough, and the reason I say that is because they don't care. They're gonna hit you. They're gonna go hard, and no matter what, they're just gonna go at you.
Mm-hmm.
And and I'm gonna follow up with the question though: the Chivas or America? And right now it's America 100%.
America, bro.
I think there's
Any
been
day.
7 games already that Chivas has not scored a goal on America.
And they're gonna be like, oh, really goal.
And the only goal they scored on us, it was an own goal.
It was an own goal.
It
So
was an
calm
own
down.
goal.
It was an own goal.
It was an own goal.
Even if that, it was a crappy own goal too.
And then what happened in the second leg? Oh wait.
Belt to ass.
Belt to ass, man. Same thing we'll do to any other team. You can name them Atlas, Tigres, Monterrey, Cruz Azul, any team. Belt to ass in the Liga MX.
Bent over.
So again, as of right now, I think America is a team to beat in the Liga MX, especially after going 3-peat and being the team they are, the history they got. They have to be the team. Like I said, if you guys want to make it a little bit more interesting, you got to bring in America to the Club World Cup.
Yeah.
And it goes back to what I said. They're doing so much for the U.S. Why? Because the Club World Cup is going to be in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
Copa de Oro around the corner is in the U.S. World Cup in the U.S. So again,
Yeah, not to mention the Copa America was in the U.S. too last year.
Yeah. So again, it's just everything's in the U.S. right now, and we're playing like this in the U.S.
Yep.
So
It's embarrassing.
we just gotta pick it up, man. And just to follow up, since we're on the club topic already, another question we had was: does Barca have enough momentum to win the Champions League or La Liga, or is Real Madrid just inevitable?
Honestly, I think Barca will win La Liga, but I don't think they'll win Champions League.
Yeah, I don't. No, I think.
Especially right now, my fault. Especially since they're up like a point or two on Madrid. The only way Madrid's gonna win it is if they beat them the next time they play.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think Barca already beat Real Madrid twice. They won't be able to beat them twice in the Champions League. So, as you can see, they struggle against Atletico Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
And it's... I don't know, man. I just don't think you could beat them twice. And that goes back to what I said. Real Madrid players are coming back healthy now.
Yep.
Now you're going to play a fully strong Real Madrid. Mbappe's getting back in form. Vandy's going crazy. The one that is not talked about, and he's going, I think, even crazier than Vandy right now, is Rodrigo.
Rodrigo, bro, so underrated class.
He's creating so much. He's doing so much right now. And another thing is Asensio. Asensio's in form right now.
Oh, yeah, of course, bro.
Asensio is in form.
That's one of the best defenders in the world right now. And if y'all saying, oh, glaze. Shit, I don't care. I'll glaze that man any day.
He leaves it out there. He's the definition of playing for the badge, and it's crazy that Spain didn't even play him.
Yeah, man.
So, like, is Real Madrid inevitable? I don't think so. But I think in the Champions League, it's very tough to beat them.
Oh, for sure. It's a different
Very
type of Madrid.
tough.
Different type of Madrid, different type of time, different type of atmosphere.
Yeah, so the clear favorite for the Champions League right now, probably Real Madrid. If not, my opinion, probably PSG.
Oh, my goodness, bro. You actually...
PSG.
That's
PSG.
actually crazy, bro. That's what I'll take.
PSG.
Bro's about to crash out.
I mean,
Hey,
Dante's going
sit your ass
crazy.
down, boy.
Dante's going crazy back there, but he even has the PSG pants on, supporting PSG. They play Leverkusen. They played her Leverkusen.
Bro,
team.
they're not. Who are they going to beat?
Yeah, Bayern.
They're losing next round. Who are they playing? No, let me check. I'll check right now, just for you, Dante.
Barca's beating Dortmund.
Yep.
Barca's beating Dortmund.
Yeah.
You don't think Barca's beating Dortmund? Barcelona is gonna beat Dortmund.
All right, let's go. Let's
Real
go.
Madrid is gonna beat Arsenal.
Let's go. Let's go game to game. Arsenal versus Madrid.
Real Madrid.
Madrid. Bayern versus Inter Milan. Inter Milan's. What?
Yeah, I think.
Bro, Inter Milan's gonna win, bro.
Yeah, I think Inter Milan will probably beat Bayern.
Lautaro, bro. Who's stopping Lautaro Martinez, bro?
And if Bayern beats Inter, they're not beating the next round.
Who's stopping Lautaro?
Yeah,
All right,
this dude's
then.
crazy.
All right then.
This
You
dude's
can't answer that.
crazy.
Aston Villa and PSG. I think Aston Villa beats PSG.
No.
You're gonna be like, oh, you're crazy. I think.
No. PSG literally beat a top tier Liverpool team right now, bro. Liverpool's like here right, they're peak right now.
They've been on the downfall though lately.
After they lost to PSG, after they struggled with PSG, they've been on the downfall. But before that, they were in form. It was an informed Liverpool team.
Yeah, it was.
It was an informed Liverpool. They'll beat Aston Villa, man.
The last game is Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Barcelona. Let's see. Wait. Let me go to semifinals real quick. So I think
PSG.
it'll be Madrid versus Inter. Then I personally think it's Aston Villa versus Barca.
Look, even let's say Bayern makes it, they're not beating Real Madrid.
No.
So again, they can't be clear favorites. On the other side, Barca PSG, and I don't think PSG loses to Barca twice. I don't. Because again, PSG beat them last year. You remember PSG knocked them out. They did. For Barca? What about Barca?
Bro, Donnarumma's been going off though. He went off. It was the most important game of the year, and he
All
went
right.
off.
You guys can't hear what Dante's saying back here, but he's saying that the problem for PSG is the keeper. What about Barca though?
Oh, don't talk about Chesney, bro.
But if we're gonna talk about Donnarumma is right now
Chesney's
better than
better
Chesney.
than-
Right now, Chesney's better right now
Yes.
than Donnarumma.
Yes.
So we're just gonna ignore the fact that Donnarumma probably saved them in the Liverpool game.
Okay, Chesney has saved them multiple times in Barca games.
Bro, he causes so many goals.
So does Donnarumma,
So
bro.
what is it? Barca's back line is trash?
No.
Bro, Barca gets scored on a lot right now. Lately, they've been getting scored on a lot.
Okay. So has PSG. PSG's backline trash?
Win.
Holy shit.
Win. Well, my thing is, right now, PSG, they're who could stop their attack? It's so fast.
They get scored on about a goal a game.
A goal.
But I mean, they're also playing the French league, bro. What do you expect?
Okay, they.
more or less?
Oh, how many goals did Liverpool score on them?
Why? Who's that?
I mean, he's playing pro. He's playing at PSG for a reason.
Look, their starting lineup is Hakimi. Wait, let me go to it.
Hakimi, Marquinhos, Nuno Mendes. It's not
Wait,
a bad back
which
line.
game are you looking at?
It's not a bad back line.
Let's see. Where has
And in their middle, and who? Yeah, but if you look at the middle,
Did you just call Nuno Mendes trash? He's not trash.
who Nuno Mendes? He like a Trent Alexander-Arnold. He'll attack nice but can't defend.
That's crazy. No, I know.
Alexander-Arnold.
You comparing him to Alexander Arnold is actually crazy.
I'm just saying that style. He attacks but can't defend.
That's like saying Angel versus Mbappe, bro.
Score more goals.
Talking about defending.
So, yeah, I'll just hit him. But
This guy.
well, Liverpool scored one on them. PSG scored once on them. Again, it's when it's time to show, they're gonna show. Their middle, who is it? Tell me their middle.
It's Vitinha.
Vitinha. All they do is work. That middle, that's all they do. They just work.
They're hard work.
And then their attack, someone's gonna keep up with Barcola. and Dembele. I don't care about him. He doesn't start.
Yes, he does.
So they put who in the striker? Dembele?
Yes.
Okay, well, who's going to keep up with those three?
Nobody, bro.
My point. Kubarsi, he's going to foul him. Red card, he's done. He's done. Conde, we've already seen that. Whenever he steps in a little bit too hard and he gets beat. The only chance they got is going to be Araujo, him, or Balde. Balde will probably keep up. But we've seen it previously where Dembele goes against Balde or goes against that back line, even Araujo, and beats him.
It's hard to game, bro. Everybody gets beat.
Now, the only part will be that. It's going to be about whose attack goes crazier. Because Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, and Lewandowski,
Lemon trash keep, bro.
you know, it's gonna be whoever wants it more on there. And I guess whichever keeper steps up.
Shez needs a better keeper right now.
Right. I don't think so. I'm going based off Champions League. I don't care about the league right now. Based off Champions League, I think Donnarumma's a better keeper. I think so. I think when it came to make PK saves, Donnarumma stepped up. When it came to
Barca hasn't went to PKs, bro. Now, if they went to PKs, then be like, okay, cool. But they haven't been to PKs.
who was their previous match?
Benfica,
And what was the scores? What was the aggregate?
3-4-1.
4-1.
Mhm.
All right, Benfica to me is like, they're not a PSG.
Their
They're not.
attack is nice, though.
What was the first leg was what?
1-0.
And Barca played pretty bad that game.
Yeah.
If you do that against PSG, they're going to expose it. You do that against Dortmund, they're going to expose
Let
it.
me go to... When was the last Champions League game? League phase? No, I care less about league.
And then when they played Benfica the first time, it was 5-4.
I forgot it was the same first game.
All right, so again, it's to me, it's like it's the clear favorite right now to me is going to be Madrid. Yeah. You guys said that in the beginning of the very first episode, you guys said Madrid.
Yeah, of course, bro.
You know-
That's the best team in the world.
And then second, to me, is PSG. You might say Bayern. Who do you say?
Barca, bro.
Barca. Okay. You see, but that's just what I think.
Oh!
Oh my
That was a-
goodness,
it was a
Mexico's
foul, though.
trash.
It was a foul.
Oh, okay, never mind. It was a foul. Hey, fair play. But
Fair play, bro. You should at least look. What's that keeper doing? He's looking like me in Red Oak.
yeah, that keeper's bad. That keeper's bad. Yeah. So
It looked like all ball, to be honest.
before we end this episode, we got the last two questions that we got to ask. Who do you think is the best wingers in the world? Well, they said right winger, but I'm gonna go with the wingers. Switch it up. Let's go. Who we think is the best wingers in the world?
Lamine Yamal, bro. I said he's the best player in the world.
Top three
Top three is
right now.
Lamine, Rafinha, and Mbappe.
Mbappe's playing 9 right now, though.
He's playing left wing. They've been putting what's his name, Vinny on top.
All right. Well, I gotta go with.
I gotta go with Lamine. I was about to calm down, bro. Lamine, Rodrigo, and Mbappe or Vinicius. Whichever one you say, one plays 9, one plays 9. The other one plays 9, the other one plays 9.
But Rafinha apparently he's gonna win Ballon d'Oro. This is apparently his
I don't know, man.
Ballon d'Oro season.
Nah. Him getting knocked out of Champions League, then losing, what was it, Carabao Cup?
Carabao Cup.
Yeah, it just killed it. Bye.
To me, it has to be Rodrigo, Lamine Yamal, and Vinicius Jr. No, those three. Those are my top 3. Right.
I think
and
that's
the
a good
reason,
order, though.
but it's good. Look, the only reason I say I can't put Rafinha. I can't put Rafinha there, is because of the fact of they're saying this is his Ballon d'Oro season, but he has the same stats as Mbappe, and they're saying Mbappe has a bad season.
Yeah, doesn't make sense.
It makes no sense. Right, no sense whatsoever. And it goes back to what I said. When Lamine Yamal was away from Barca, they were losing in time.
Mm-hmm.
Why couldn't Rafinha step up? But Lamine Yamal comes back, and they're winning. So I can't put him in those top 3. I just can't. All right. And speaking of the last thing was the Ballon d'Oro standing. I guess Rafinha is number 1 right now. That's what people are saying. But in my point of view, if Mbappe is having the worst season of his career,
With those stats.
with those stats,
He should win it.
Why not? Remember that one time Messi with PSG, they were like, oh, his worst season, and somehow he was still like top 3 in the Ballon d'Oro.
Then he won it that year.
I'm pretty sure they did. So how come is it that this guy's having good stats? He has good stats, but they're saying it's his worst season stats of his career, and this guy's right here. That makes no sense to me. So to me, who do I think Ballon d'Oro probably goes to this year?
Hopefully Mbappe.
Maybe I'm hoping Mbappe.
But it's gonna go to Rafinha.
I think it'll go to who wins the Champions League.
Yeah.
I think Vinny deserves it after last year. I think what's keeping Vinny from winning it is that he cries too much.
His attitude.
His attitude is terrible. His attitude is shit.
I mean, but you could also say his passion for the game. But
Yeah, but there's a certain point.
yeah,
A certain point to it. I don't think you could like go and cry and say so much and then talk all that mess and then at the end of the day complain and cry that you're getting criticism back. They're bashing you on social media and stuff. If you're gonna talk mess, you better expect it.
expect it back. Yeah, of course.
All right, that's my only thing with Vinny. And that's why I really don't like him right now or at the moment. It's just that, and then the fact that he doesn't want to renew with Madrid because of money. Like you're seeing Mbappe could play left wing where Rodrigo's stepping
But
up.
he already said that he's gonna renew though.
But at what terms? See, that's the thing. I want to keep the Madrid team we have. We need to let him walk. Mbappe could play left, and Rodrigo could play right,
Endrick going.
and then Endrick could go on top.
Yeah.
Or
Or even bring in Arda Güler.
like I said, hopefully, this video got you a little bit more knowledge of the soccer world. Of it's not just about soccer. It's not just about the feet, but it's also about the mindset and the passion you have for your club, the passion you have for your national team, the passion you have for the sport itself and the teammates
just for the
around you.
game. It's too hard.
And being able to find the love for the game and being able to find the right pathways is going to be very important, especially for the ones watching this episode that are in high school, that are in college. Reaching the next level, it's all about the mindset. It's all about the mindset, about the dedication you have. Sometimes you got to say no. Sometimes you got to say no to party. Sometimes you got to say no to girls. Sometimes you got to say no to drinking. Sometimes you got to say no.
You got to be smart.
Say no to drugs and all that. You got to
be
put that to the side
Mm-hmm.
in order to reach your destination you want to reach to.
For sure.
But with that being said, we are LRT Nation. See you later.